Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. And you?
Yes, I'm great. So, who is absent today?
All present, Miss.
Oh, great. So, before we begin the class, please pray first. So, please sit down properly. Pray, start. Pray, end. So, we meet again after the long holiday, right? So, how was your holiday, Candra?
It's a quite good. I visit some places like Kuta Beach.
Wow, Putu Beach.
Yes.
What was your opinion about Putu Beach?
Kuta Beach is a beautiful beach. The sunset and the sunrise is so amazing.
Right, yes. Putu Beach is one of the famous beach in Indonesia, right?
Yes.
It's a good place to come to.
Yes.
So, have you learned about today's material?
Yes, I have learned it before the class.
Yeah, today's material is about
That's
descriptive facts. Descriptive facts. Before we going further, I want to show you some pictures. It is related with our today's material. So, I have three pictures. Please mention one by one and tell me where is the location of this picture. So, can you guess where is the location and what is the name of that place?
Monas. It is located in Jakarta.
Yes, that's right. It is Monas. It is located in Jakarta. And then the second one.
Prambanan Temple.
Where is this?
Yogyakarta.
Yeah, great. It is in Yogyakarta. And this is for glass.
Borobudur Temple.
Yeah.
And it is located in Central Java.
Good. So this tree picture is one of the famous location in Indonesia, right? So have you ever visited one of these picture or one of these places?
Unfortunately not.
No.
Yes.
Okay. So unfortunately, Chandra never have visited these places, but I will try to describe one of these pictures. So I will choose one of these picture. It is Borobudur Temple. I will read a description text about these places. So please taking a note of what I read, and I will read 3 times. So you can pay attention of this text because after I read this text, I will ask you some question. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, I will read it. Borobudur Temple. Borobudur Temple is one of the most beautiful tourist resorts in Indonesia. It is located in Central Java. Borobudur Temple is one of the 7 wonders of the world, which needs to be preserved its circumstances. The people all over the world know that Borobudur is one of the greatest artworks that ever known since long time ago. Borobudur Temple was built by Candra dynasty during the 8th century. It needed more than 2 million river stones. It is the biggest temple in the world. After going into some restoration, Borobudur is visited by more and more tourists, both domestic and foreign tourists. Most of them admire Borobudur Temple because of its beauty, its elegance, and the story of the relief on its walls. Domestic tourists usually go there by bus or private cars, while foreign tourists like to join travel bureau because they don't need to think of the transportation, accommodation, and itinerary. There are so many changers around the location, it makes them easier to change their money. But some of them like to bring credit cards and checks. So, have you found some of objective or proposition from this text?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I will read it twice. Okay, please listen carefully. Borobudur Temple. Borobudur Temple is one of the most beautiful tourist resorts in Indonesia. It is located in Central Java. Borobudur Temple is one of the 7 wonders of the world which needs to be preserved its circumstances. The people all over the world know that Borobudur is one of the greatest artworks that ever known since long time ago. Borobudur Temple was built by Sailendra dynasty during the 8th century. While foreign tourists like to join travel bureau because they don't need to think of the transportation, accommodation, and itinerary. There are some money changers around the location. It makes them easier to change their money. But some of them like to bring credit cards and checks. So after I read it for the second time, have you got more vocabulary?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the last chance. I will read it once again, so please listen carefully. Borobudur Temple. Borobudur Temple is one of the most beautiful tourist resorts in Indonesia. It is located in Central Java. Borobudur Temple is one of the 7 wonders of the world which needs to preserve its circumstances. The people all over the world know that Borobudur is one of the greatest artworks that ever known since long time ago. Borobudur Temple was built by Sailendra dynasty during the 8th century because they don't need to think of the transportation, accommodation, and itinerary. There are so many changers around the location. It makes them easier to change their money. But some of them like to bring credit cards and checks. So, have you done, Chandra?
Yes.
So, after I read it, I will give you some question related to what I said before. I will give you question based on this description text. So, for the first question, where is the location of Borobudur Temple?
Borobudur Temple is located in Central Java.
Good. For the second question, please mention 3 adjectives that you found on this description text.
Beautiful,
Yeah?
biggest,
Yeah?
greatest.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Chandra. For the third question, can you mention 3 prepositions of this description text?
In,
Yeah?
on,
Yeah?
around.
Yeah, good. Descriptive text is a text that describes a particular thing. It can be person, animal, and also place. Descriptive text has 2 general structures. The first one is identification and also description. Identification sometimes located in the first paragraph. And the second part of general structure is description. It is located in the second paragraph and also in the rest of the paragraph of description text. On the description, the writer is also tell about some buildings that located near to the Borobudur Temple. For example, is
Main money changer.
yes, that's right. It is different from the identification that only tell about the introductory paragraph. If you notice, my question before is related to the language picture. Can you mention what I asked before?
So the text is using adjective
Yeah,
and preposition,
yeah,
and then the tense is simple present tense.
yeah. And then?
That's it.
Okay, thank you, Chandra. For the language picture itself, actually, the first thing that should happen in the description text is focusing on specific thing. Maybe we can know if this description text focusing on Borobudur Temple. And then after that, as you mentioned before, description text should use adjective. And then thirdly, it is also use the prepositions, especially for the descriptive text that describe about the places. The preposition can be in, on, around, next to, beside, and etc. And yeah, like what you said before, this descriptive text using present tense. Why using present tense?
Because it is describing.
Yes, because the present tense in the descriptive text using to telling the facts of object description. So do you understand? Do you have any question?
So far, no.
So for the task now, please make the descriptive text about the places that you know. Please remember what I said before about the language feature and also the generic structure and also the purpose of this description text. Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, I will give you 5 minutes to create your own description text. Have you have any decision about place that you want to create, Candra?
I don't seem have any idea about it.
Why?
Just I don't really remember about the places that I've visited before.
Oh, so maybe you can describe about places that you visit recently, that you remember about any kind of things in that places. For example, maybe you can describe about your house. It's about if you want to describe something, it's not about to describe any famous places, but you can also describe what places that you know all about it. So do you understand?
Yes, thank you, Miss.
Okay, go ahead, Chandra. So time's up. Have you done, Chandra?
Yes.
Okay, please present your description text.
So the title is My Small House. I live in a small house. It has 5 rooms. There are 2 bedrooms, a living room and a bathroom, and a kitchen. Indeed, it is a small house, but I like living in here for wasting my spare time. When the door is open, I can see the living room. It is so small with only 3 chairs and a table, nothing else. I prefer reading a novel in this room. My bedroom is in the left side of the living room. In this room, there is a night table next to the bed, a TV, a radio, and a computer. In the right side of the living room, there is the kitchen. In the kitchen, I have everything that I need when I get hungry. It is very pleasure when my mother cook. When my mother cooks, the smell fills my whole house. I know it is a very small house, but it is the best place I've ever seen.
Good. That's great, Chandra. So after I read your description text, I know if you can describe it well, you describe about your house perfectly. You tell me about the rooms in your house, and you can also describe about what activities that you and your family do in that house. But maybe you can put some additional things in your description text. You can tell about the address of your house because we don't know where is the location of your house. That's the first one. And the second one is you can also mention about the adjective about your house more than that. Can you mention what kind of adjective that you use in your description text?
I think small
Yeah,
and best.
best.
Yeah, that's all.
So that's all. So you can add some adjective. You can add more adjectives on your description text. So you can describe your house better. For example, you can describe about your bedroom. Maybe your bedroom is dirty or clean, and maybe your living room is tidy or not. So this kind of additional adjective that you can add in your description text. So do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have any question?
So far, no.
Okay. So from our discussion today, what can you learn on this material?
I learned about descriptive text, of course. It is
Yeah.
about the generic structure, the language features, and the purpose of descriptive text.
So and then you can also produce.
Yes, and I can also produce a descriptive text.
Do you have any difficulties in learning this material, or you have any problems to describe about your places?
So So far, no. I just find a little bit confusion about the adjective that I should use more in my descriptive.
And then, what is the important thing when you want to describe places?
It is the location of the place itself,
Yeah,
and then a more detail in adjective.
yeah,
That's all.
yeah. So you're right, Chandra. And also, you also remember to use present tense
Yes.
and also preposition if you
Yes.
want to describe about places. So thank you, Chandra, for the conclusion today. So do you have question?
So far, no.
No. Okay. So before we close today's class, please sit down properly because we will pray. Pray, start. Pray and. So thank you for today, Chandra, and I hope you can learn something about today's material and also please prepare for the next material.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, see you.
See you.